Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun is Milton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
First and 10, and they give it to Powell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's on target to Brendan Rice. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Back to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vegas. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Milton. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Vegas. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now, faking the give. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it It's Pollard. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Third and 6. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Titans sending out their punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Throwing is Milton. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Milton to the air on 2nd down. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big-time play for Vegas. It covers 51 yards.
1st and goal, 59-yard line.
Throwing again is Milton. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Motion man is Rice. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just...
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Titans are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Into space. Take it all the way. Electric moment on the return for touchdown. A special teams magic moment from the rookie who takes it all the way. What a great way to announce yourself to your teammates as a huge part of this team.
Yeah, and there's no greater way to establish value and to earn a role on a team, Mike, than through special teams. Now, when you could do it as a returner and you can impact the game by putting points on the board, man, that is different. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and that is a huge impact play here by the young rookie.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll look to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Raiders. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That is catch number 60 for the season.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Pollard. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Raiders has got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. Second and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On the ground, it's Pollard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raider first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Sending a receiver right. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Israel Abanaconda. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Receiver in motion, going right. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun is Milton. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This gonna be returned from right around the goal line. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And the Titans first down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will score. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown Titans.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. A run here with Abanaconda. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Throwing is Milton. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's Abanaconda. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. On the ground, it's Abanaconda. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Vegas. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's a third down and 4. Try and throw with Milton. And that is incomplete.
think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
He'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass